Les, we're about to start. I need a shirt. Are you kidding me? They ain't gonna take me seriously in this bloody shirt. Coup titles. First in my news read, we're going to be talking about Boris Johnson. Yes, that man of the people. Oh my God, you've got to be joking me. So anyway, I'm looking up here and it says Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson was sacked from the Times for exactly the same reason that he became the leader of the Conservative Party and the Prime Minister. Boris Johnson was both sacked and promoted for being an opportunist liar. There you go. We're now going to head to the ITV and see some real footage of him swearing on the Bible.
Why did you lie to Parliament?
Or did he lie? That was the question facing Boris Johnson today as he headed towards Parliament for an hours-long grilling by MPs. A grilling that began with an oath.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give for this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I'm here to say to you, hand on heart, that I did not lie to the House.
He never lied to the House. I love him. He's a good old piece of work, eh?
You can't expect human beings in an environment like number 10 to have, as it were, a invisible electrified fence around them. They will occasionally drift into each other's orbit.
She was not asking whether you organised the trestle tables with the alcohol on it. She was asking whether you saw the trestle tables with the alcohol
I did see. I don't remember what exactly was on the trestle tables. I know that people around the country will look at those events and think they look like the very kind of events that we, or I, were forbidding to everyone else.
Yeah, okay, mate.
But I will believe till the day I die that it was my job to thank staff for what they had done.
Hey, let's have a party in lockdown!
And there was this repeated gripe.
People who say that we were partying in lockdown simply do not know what they are talking about.
And we'll finish here. Andrew Mayer finishes it up perfectly. Coup, Andrew.
I didn't do it, but if I did do it, not that I did do it, I don't remember not doing it, so I didn't mean to say I didn't do it. Or if I did, I didn't knowingly do it, even if I did do it, which I didn't do it. Or it may have been the other way around, I can't recall, doesn't matter, and anyway, you lot are all bent as corkscrews wrapped in 9-bob notes. Now that, as I understand it, is broadly speaking the essence of Boris Johnson's defence to the Commons Privileges Committee about the charge of knowingly deceiving Parliament about the lockdown parties. It sounds like Just William with his hands still wrapped around the catapult, or possibly Bertie Wooster after consuming an omelette of hallucinogenic mushrooms. At any rate, not entirely convincing.
So, in Before They Croquet section today, it's basically about people, you know, you get on the TV all the time, RIP, someone who died, and then they do some good celebrity thing on them. I'm going to do it before they die. So today, my favourite one from the 70s is going to be an English singer. He had 2 number ones and various hit singles through the charts. Now, I had a picture of him when I was a little boy. I would most probably have been about 8 or 9 years old. I had a big poster of him on the wall. So today, I'm going to celebrate Gary Glitter. What? Sorry, Les, you'll have... Why are you whispering? He did what? What? He... Prison? Out? Back at a paedophile prison? You're joking me. Nah. What? Okay. So today we'll be celebrating Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson's most favourite big video of all time is this. Coup.
God knows in my heart how much I adore children.
But isn't that precisely the problem?
Oh. Maybe we won't do the Before They Croquet one this week. Maybe we need to do a bit more research. So, in other news... You know what music theme that's from, eh? You don't? I'll tell you afterwards, but I don't think it's very appropriate. So today in history, I've got this all written down. Oh, it's me, by the way, look. So today in historic news, we celebrate Hugh Hefner, 86, to the marriage of Crystal Harris, 26. Are we going down this road again? Former twin girlfriends of who had moved in with Hugh Hefner when they were just out of their teens and he was 83. They were both girlfriends, twin girlfriends of Hugh Hefner. Congratulate him. Do you know, I have a problem with Hugh Hefner. That man walked round in his undergarments for the best part of his whole life, had a Playboy magazine that exploited girls. I'm talking about girls, not women, girls. He's reported, when you look on all sorts of media, there's rape, drug-induced, kiddie porn, you name it, at his house. And the guy walked round in his dressing gown his whole life, smiling at everybody. I don't think we'll celebrate his wedding. I'm sure it won't last. The minute she gets a wrinkle, Liz, she's out. Low carb beer. Next. So this is my serious section. These are actually reading glasses, but I don't actually need them. So this is my serious section, as serious as I can be. I'm going to show you a clip in a minute where in New Zealand, our rights are being eroded day by day. So this one's about free speech with Posey Parker. Whether you like her or not, whether you believe she's anti-trans, or I personally believe she is just pro-women. That's how I see it. And 30 years ago, she would be, along with a lot of other women 30 years ago, burning the bra. And, you know, women's rights. But in this, they try to stop her speaking, which I believe now she has left the country. When you have the right to speak and then they stop you speaking, where is your free speech? And it's back like some of my posts on Facebook where I go, there's only free speech if you actually agree with it. If you don't agree with it, they don't want to hear your free speech, so then there is no free speech. I hope I'm making sense. So here's the video. So that is happening. God, my eyes are going all blurry. So that is happening in New Zealand. I can't believe it, chucking stuff out. These people are absolute idiots as far as I'm concerned. And it's been fueled by a very, very weak media. And we do have a very weak media. Believe it or not, the rest of the world, our media is paid for by our government. They got $52 million, not pounds, dollars last year. We've only got one or two, like the platform and that are totally independent from any other government. And I'll tell you how bad our media is in this country. They fooled that video, no two ways, by saying she was all sorts. They almost built her up like she's the Antichrist. She's just a woman, and that was absolutely disgusting behaviour as far as I was concerned. Now, if you actually step back, our media is so bad in this country, right, that we have the journalists, the Beehive it's called, which is the equivalent of Parliament like in the UK. We had all these protesters, whether you believe in the protests or not, that happened just after or during or before lockdown a year or two ago. The Speaker of the House told the in-house media, the journalists, you are not to go out there and interview them. So they didn't. That's how bad this country is when it comes to reporting anything, unless Labour tells you. And if you think the rest of the world that they're a Labour, they're not Labour. They're, in my opinion, semi-communist - socialists, depending on what they feel like at the time. When you have a controlled media that won't speak the news, you're in bloody trouble. And when you're not allowed to have free speech, that's even worse. Anyway, that's it on Gazzers Gripe today. I think that will be it today. We're going to finish with someone's muse, some little clip somewhere that I found. Have a good weekend, folks. Hope you enjoyed the first one. Because I did, because I'm now having another lousy carb beer. Ta-dahs!
Damn, girl, you get thicker.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it sure as hell wasn't that. I ain't seen a plot twist that good since The Sixth Sense.
There must be something that you always want to do. The one thing that you always wanted to. Now you've done it. Jim has fixed it for you. And you and you and you. Jim has fixed it for you. And you and you and Jim has fixed it for you. And you and you and you.
Les, I think we need to change the end and music, mate. It's just not appropriate. Or is it?